in one hand and a can of tea in the other, talking on his cell telephone with his girlfriend, chases him after the police tell him, leave him alone. He's broken no law. He's destroying no property. He's well within his rights. And then that man jumps on this child, pulls out a pistol and shoots him until he's dead. And this week he goes nationwide saying, I'm selling the pistol as a part of America's brave history. I will sell it to the highest bid. I want the Smithsonian Institute to have this token of Americana and gets national recognition because, I hate to tell you this, but I'll tell you, it's going to be more than 2 years. We're still in Babylon. I said we're still in Babylon. I said we're still in Babylon. Talked to him the other day about this water. I'm glad that that water is still here, because you all gave us twice what we expected. And we've already filled up one trailer and it's gone to Flint. And when I talked to the Flint Saints this week, they said we not only have one station, but we now have 2 stations. And we've never had a response of other people from all over the nation that are sending us water and supplies since Boone Tabernacle in Kansas East took this initiative. Since that's happened, others have come to our aid. Since that's happened, 3 government officials who were part of the conspiracy and changed the clean water from the Detroit River to the contaminated, toxic water of the Flint River. They've been indicted. Since then, the President of the United States made a trip to Flint, y'all don't hear me, and said, even though the problem is not over, we've got help on the way. In other words, though Hananiah lied, said the water will be purified in a few days. It's going to be a while before they have pure water to drink and pure water to bathe in. It'll be a while before they have pure water to wash their clothes, pure water to nurse their babies, pure water to cleanse their own car. But just know that while the water is toxic in Flint, here's the Jeremiah truth. The Lord said, I'm going to be with you for the duration of the journey. Say yes. Don't push me yet, but I'm about to come on and get out here so we can come to the altar. Yes. There are many things that you wish would be different. But I got to tell you, Hananiah is lying. This world is not getting better. I wish I could tell you that the food is safer and the water is clean. And the meat is more sustained. And your medical care has become perfected. I wish I could tell you that the economy is going to straighten up. I wish I could tell you that our cities are going to become revitalized. And we're going to return to some day of nostalgia. But I got to tell you, it's going to be a long ride. Trouble. Oh, Lord. It won't be over in 2 years. There'll still be murder in the streets. Rape is not going to be ended. I know it make myself more popular if I gave you an Hananiah lie. There'll still be domestic abuse, rapes in the alleys. Abortion will not end its rage. Yes, we'll not get the bathroom straight. They're going to win that one. Hate to tell you, but perversion is not going back, it's going up. Hate to tell you this, but rebellion is not going to conclude. It's going to take on another level. But I have good news. Oh, Lord. Wow. Oh, Lord. Wow. We're down here in Babylon. God will give you a good house in the midst of shanty houses. While we're in Babylon, God will give you good health in the midst of epidemics. While we're in Babylon, y'all don't hear me. God will help you to graduate when others are dropping out. While you're in Babylon, God will give you an increase when others have a decrease. Because I know the plans and I know the thoughts that I think toward you. God has blessings in the midst of exile. Say yes! Say yes! And the other day, had to catch a plane to Chicago. You please tell somebody it's gonna work out. Just hold on. Tell your neighbor it's going to work out. You didn't do it right. Tell your neighbor I said it. My name isn't Hananiah. I'm kin to Jeremiah. So it's going to work out if you hold on. The other day, had to fly to Chicago. Finished my business there. That thing was so busy. She couldn't even squeeze me in. But I had to get back to the city for the Thursday night meditation on Zechariah. Stand up, Dr. Nemo. Working on Zechariah. You don't want to miss Thursday night. Got back to Kansas City. Picked up my bag from the baggage claim. And I said, now this is a shame. They got my nice suitcase. They had ripped the zipper. Not only opened the bag, torn the zipper off. I just closed up my bag, went on home. When I got home to unpack my bag the next day, the bag. And I only had one of my favorite shoes. I said, now this ain't right. And they kept my bag, tore my bag, ripped my bag, and took my shoe. I don't usually pack my shoes. I usually wear my shoes. But since I'm going to Chicago, I put a shoe pair in there. They took one of my favorite shoes. I don't have that many nice shoes, but this is one of my few good shoes. And I said, that ain't a shame. I might as well just throw this shoe away. Because after all, what can you do with just one shoe? And I just put the shoe under the bed so I could moan 4 more days the loss of my good shoe. Sunday night, I left church, pick up my baby and take her to the airport. It was raining hard. The plane was delayed. So I said, I don't want my wife to walk in the rain. Being the gentleman that I am. Why don't y'all say we know that? Say it real loud. We know. So y'all may not know there's a place at the airport. Talking about the Kansas City airport. Actually, I may not want to tell you all this right now, but maybe it's okay that you can park underneath. It's called an under garage. I don't usually go down there, but since I have my girlfriend with me, since it was raining, I said, we'll park down at the bottom underneath the garage. Came up and then got ready to leave. And my car somehow or another was on the wrong level. And I said, they must have moved my car. Walked all over looking for my car. So now they stole my shoe one day, moved my car the next night. And so I went all the way down to the other end of the terminal. Say, go ahead, Bishop. Mad about my shoe 5 days ago, and bad about them moving my car. I thought that night, while I was on my way to get on the right level, I said, there's that same baggage claim. Friday night, the door was open and the light was on. And in my mind, I said, this is a long shot. But since I'm down here, I'm going to walk in there and just ask them, is it possible you have a missing shoe? I know they're going to laugh at it. I know I'm going to be the butt of the joke. I know they're going to have a rib-splitting jocularity. But after all, after coming this far, what do I have to lose? So I slowly walked in there. The man's name was Garcia. I said, Senior Garcia, do you have a shoe? He said, what color is the shoe? I said, it's been about 5 days. He said, what color is the shoe? I said, I was coming from Chicago. He said, what color is the shoe? I said, they tore the zipper on my bag. He said, sir, what color is the shoe? I said, the shoe is a brown shoe. He said, I got your shoe. He went in there and said, hey, dude, is this your shoe? I said, that is my shoe. Wait a minute. Tell somebody, wait a minute. I said, oh, hermano Garcia. I said, I don't usually say this, but the devil put in my mind for me to come in here and make this inquiry. I had the snowball's chance. He said, are you thinking about hell? I said, yes, but I can't say hell. He said, well, I'm not hell. And you got your shoe. And I said, I know you're not hell. And I'm not a snowball. But the God I serve, He knows the thoughts that He thinks towards me. Say it. Car missing. But it's going to be all right. Shoe missing. It's going to be all right. Late in the evening. But I'm here to tell you, you can make it. God will find your car. God will give you a shoe. God will put bread on your table. God will send the latter rain. Say it. Gotta stop. Jeremiah. What's up, Bishop? Jeremiah. Yeah. Not Hannah. Now I had to walk. I had on another shoe, but I had to walk. It was wet, but I had to walk. Yes. And if you're going to get what God has, you got to do something. If you want to find Him, seek Him. That word there is mateo, which means seeking, as if you're in a familiar room and you're feeling on the wall for the light switch. The room is totally dark, but you just keep feeling for the switch on the wall, and you don't know how much further you have to travel. But you know there wouldn't be a room if there wasn't a light, and there can't be a light without a switch. And so Jeremiah said, you're going to Mateo. You're going to keep feeling for me. Maybe in the darkness. Yes. In your sickness, keep on feeling for me. In your burdens, keep on feeling for me. In your frustration, keep on feeling for me. Say yes. Can't seem to get it together. Keep on feeling for it. Tell your neighbor, don't stop praying. Praying, and things get worse. Keep on seeking Him. Burdens are heavy. Keep on When you search for me with all of your heart. Lost my buddy. Looked like it was a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Buddy, oldest locker. We in school together.
Yes.
Way back in college. I went to North Carolina. Oldest was well. When I was there, they diagnosed him with cancer. Then 5 years later, Bishop Lockett was dead. And for some reason, I'm here. Went out there to bury Otis. Right before that, Thurgood.
Yes.
We went way back in the early days
Yes, sir.
of building a department, preaching a gospel message in the church that he founded. And at the end of his sermon, he collapses into eternity. Went out to Virginia to bury Thurgood. Then Bishop Watson. We were in the same family. When I got to Texas, he became my bishop. We were teamed like Batman and Robin. Got a strange disease. Got a call. Watson is dead. I said, look at all of this. Exile. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Then one day, I got a call from Oakland, California. And my buddy, Richard Carr, was on the phone. He said, Thuston, do you remember what I told you years ago about that girl in Los Angeles? I said, yeah, Carr, I remember. He said, I may not be here much longer, but don't forget that story. It's a true story. Well, we're standing at the bus station. Bus line, ready to catch the bus. And while she was standing there, 2 thugs came and snatched her, put them in their car, and took her to the other side of Los Angeles. They said, we're going to rape you, and we're going to kill you. She said, well, before you do either one, let me just say hello to Jesus. And she started praying. She prayed for her parents. She prayed for her pastor. She said she prayed until she got anointed and went into an unknown tongue and prayed like she never prayed before. She said while she was praying, somebody started shaking the car, and the car would not stabilize. And the thug said, I can't rape him until whoever's shaking this car stops shaking the car. And the more she prayed, the more the car was shaking. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Car said, don't forget that story. And they finally asked the lady, do you know who's outside shaking this car? She said, if you look outside the window, you'll see 2 wings on either side. God sent an angel and disrupted Hananiah's praying. Yes! And they said, if you will stop praying, send those creatures away, we'll let you out of the car. And we won't rape you, and we won't rob you. She said, well, when she finished praying in the unknown language that the Holy Ghost was speaking, they said, now that they're gone, we're going to let you out of the car and set you free. She said, no, oh no. No, I'm not getting out of the car. You drove me all the way from the other side of LA. Now that God sent deliverance, you gotta take me all the way back to where you picked me up. Say yes. There may be rapists. shaking. But the Jeremiah truth is, go ahead, build your house, and live in your good house. In Babylon, you get a new house. Go ahead, plant your garden. In Babylon, you'll be eating well. Go ahead, raise your family. In Babylon, your family will be blessed. Go ahead, pray for Babylon. God will give you deliverance in Babylon. If you pray, keep praying. If you're not praying, start praying. If you're not seeking, start seeking. If you are seeking, keep on seeking. When you seek Him with all your heart, you'll have the Holy Ghost in Babylon. The Holy Ghost in trouble. The Holy Ghost in affliction.